Welcome back to part 3 of this tarantula feeding video. If you have not watched part 1 or 2, please go back and do that first. For the rest of you, let's move on. Up next is the final tarantula that I got from the mystery box from Pulp Fiction Tarantulas. This is the Pemphibidius platyoma. This guy molted probably a week and a half ago now, so it is probably hungry. Yes, it is. See if I can give you guys a quick view of this beauty here. Look at those beautiful, beautiful legs. Such a gorgeous tarantula. The legs on that thing, they're so long. It actually put on a good bit of size with this last molt. I was kind of surprised. I didn't know it was in a pre-molt. I didn't expect it to molt, so that was a surprise in and of itself. But the size that it put on is surprising as well. There you go. My Pemphibidius species platyoma. Let's move on and feed another tarantula. Next is my Dora Kluge, the Bahia scarlet bird eater. Nice. That one's usually a pretty good eater as well. I wish I could give you a better view of it, but alas, I cannot. But you saw it feed, so let's move on. Up next is another very gorgeous tarantula that has been, as you can see, very busy webbing here in the past few days. This is another one that I got from the Tarantula Takeover in St. Louis. This is the Davus Pentaloris. The Guatemalan tiger rump. And I'm actually surprised that it has not spun around and grabbed the prey yet. What a gorgeous tarantula. This is another one, guys, that everyone I think should have. Look how beautiful that is. It has been very, very busy webbing in the last couple of days. Such a gorgeous tarantula. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Up next is another very, very gorgeous tarantula, and another one that molted pretty recently. Within the last couple of weeks here. This is another one that everyone should get, should they get the opportunity. This is the Dolokhov diamantinensis, or the Brazilian blue dwarf beauty. Let's see if it's hungry. Yes. Very nice takedown. Those little iridescent toe pads on that tarantula. Another gorgeous species. I do believe that this is the last of my small tarantulas. And I think I've got 4 adult tarantulas that I'm going to attempt to feed after this. Let's see if this one will give us any fang action or happy dance or anything like that. This one is definitely due for a rehouse pretty soon. Another one that is due for a rehouse pretty soon is my Poecilotheria metallica, which you did not see in this video because it has molted in the last couple of days and has put on some pretty good size. And so I'm going to have to rehouse it pretty soon. I'm totally looking forward to that. So, yeah, I think that's the only ones I have right now that are in need of a rehouse pretty soon. And when I do rehouse them, I am going to use the substrate that I got from the BioDude, the Terra Aranya. It's supposed to be much better for them as far as the types of things that they need that they would get in the wild, because of course tarantulas don't run around on ground up coconut husk in the wild. This stuff is designed to hold burrows and such much better, and moisture, and resist mold better, and it's supposed to bring out their natural behaviors, keep them out more and stuff like that. So I'm gradually going to phase out the cocoa fiber and do the Terra Aranya. So anytime I do a rehouse, I will be using that stuff. This one's not going to do much else for us, I don't think. So let's move on to the big tarantulas. All right, the first one that we're going to feature of the big tarantulas in this feeding video is the last one that I got at the Tarantula Takeover show. This is my big female Brachypelma albopilosum. This is the Nicaraguan curly hair, the true curly hair. She's rejected food the last couple of times I've fed her. So let's see. I don't expect much, but she may surprise us. She's just so calm and sweet and gentle. You can see I don't believe she's hungry at all. Brachypelmas, of course, are notorious for fasting, so it may be a while before we get to see her eat again. And I really hope that she molts pretty soon. Although she is an adult, it may be a long time, because she's got these ugly bald spots on her abdomen, and those are from the trip home. Nope, see, she's telling me she's not interested, so let's move on. Up next is Augie, my male GBB. You can kind of barely see him down there in the corner. I don't expect much out of him, but he may surprise us, but he may do just like the female and just say no thanks. He's got quite the bald spot on his abdomen. You really can't see very well on the camera, but I can see it with the naked eye. But we're going to offer him a male red runner as soon as I catch it. Sorry about that. The roach broke loose from the tweezers. Like I said, we're going to offer him a roach, and let's see if he eats. Don't believe he's hungry, guys. But there's a little bit of a look at him. Let's move on to the next. I'm not sure if this one will eat either, but this is Phoebe, my female Harpactira pulchripes. Definitely one of my more beautiful tarantulas. And she does not appear to be hungry. I'm doing everything but put the roach in her fangs. She does not appear to be hungry. This is a girl that said, I'm hoping that sling that I showed you is a male. So I would love to pair her. This is such a gorgeous tarantula. I think everyone should have one. She's not going to feed for us on camera, but at least you got to see a little bit of her. And we'll go ahead and move on to the last one. And hopefully it will feed for us. Okay, let's move on. Last but not least, my female Aphonopelma calcotes, the Arizona Blonde. Now this girl has not rejected food every time I've offered it to her since I've gotten her, so let's hope that she will feed for us. This is another super sweet, really, really calm, really, really docile tarantula. Oh wow, she's biting the tongs. This is why you want to use the tongs with the PVC coating and not the metal tongs, guys. I see so many people, she's got my tongs. I see so many people feeding with metal tongs, and every time I see that, I cringe. Guys, I advise against using metal tongs if you're going to tong feed. You see, she's got my tongs, guys, and she will not let them go. She's very strong. Here comes the roach. Maybe that will change her mind. Nope. Yeah, she's got a death grip on my tongs right now. I've really got to get a hold of that roach. and get it in there to her. She doesn't want to let go of my tongs. Did not anticipate this, but this is why, like I said, we do not use straight metal tongs to tong feed. I'm going to try here one-handed, see if I can get this roach out. There we go. Okay. So just get a little toe pads off there. Okay, guys, there we go. Wow, that was wild. I can tell you guys, just by that right there, she is strong. There was no way I was going to pull those tongs out of her fangs. Man, is she gorgeous. So like I said, guys, if you're feeding with straight metal tongs, please consider getting some of these so that your tarantulas will not break their fangs on the tongs. It'll be good for you and for them in the long run. Hey, that's all I've got for this feeding video. I'm going to try, but I'm not promising, to do my other inverts tomorrow. My scorpions and my centipede. I'm going to try to do a feeding video of them tomorrow. But that is all of my tarantulas, I believe, that needed to be fed. I think there was only one that I didn't attempt to feed, and that was my P. Metallica. And that's just because it molted in the last couple of days. I hope that you enjoyed these 3 videos. If you did, please feel free to give me a thumbs up and a comment. If you have not subscribed, please feel free to do that. Share these videos with your friends. Tell them all about us here at Torpedoes and Tarantulas. I hope you guys have a magnificent day or night wherever you're at. Don't forget, guys, let's take care of ourselves and each other. God bless.